Well, hello there, grade 3s. It's good to be with you again today. This is your language lesson that we're doing today, and I'm very glad to have the opportunity to be able to work alongside you and help you learn every day. And it's helping me too, because I'm enjoying doing my teaching, which is the job I love to do. So let's get on with today's next lesson. As you know, WorksheetCloud.com brings you all these lessons, and if you need any help with anything, you know to just email me on the email address that you can see on that slide. Today, our focus in our English language lesson is plurals. Singular and plural, those are opposites. So, grade 3s. What are plurals? Well, sometimes we speak about words in singular form and then we make them into plurals. For instance, one dog is singular, more than one dog. Dogs is the plural form of the word, dog and dogs. And what did we do? We just added an S to the end of that word. What will you learn today about plurals? Well, you're going to learn that there are a few different ways to write plurals. We're not going to look at every single one of them, but we're going to focus on a few, like adding an S, adding ES to a word to make it plural, adding S to words ending in EY, then looking at how we change words that end in Y by taking the Y out, replacing it with IE, and adding an S. We're then going to look at words ending in F and how they change. The F changes to VE, and then you still add an S, and then at irregular plurals. Irregular plurals are those that just have a law to themselves. They don't listen to any other rules. They have their own rules, much like some people we know. Right, so let's add an S to these words, guys, to change most nouns, and a noun, you know, is a naming word. From singular to plural, we usually just add an S, and it's quite easy, like apple becomes apples, one shovel, two shovels, one chair, two chairs, one shirt, two shirts, one hat, many hats, and one ball, lots of balls. Carrot becomes carrots. Just very easy. It's the easiest plural to have to deal with. Then we also add ES to words. For most nouns that end in a CH, like cha, S, SS, X, Z, those words, we will add ES to make them plural. One fox, many foxes. One house, many houses. Okay, let's make these words into plurals now, grade 3s. Remember these rules. For most nouns that end in cha, ss, x, and z, we add es, like match and matches, box and boxes, waltz and waltzes, dress and dresses. There's your es words. And then, to change most nouns from singular to plural, we usually just add an S, like cat and cats, duck and ducks, pen and pens, chair and chairs, snake and snakes. Okay, now let's see that we also add S to words ending in EY compared with when we have a word or a verb, a noun ending in Y, and then we change the Y to IE and add a S. So EY just gets an S at the end to make it plural. For instance, there's a first example, key, a bunch of keys. One donkey, but many donkeys. We just add an S, guys. Right, let's make these EY words into plurals, remembering that they just get an S at the end, like chimney and many chimneys. Monkey, many monkeys. Then sometimes we get words ending in Y, and we do something a little bit different to these words. When we make words ending in Y plural, grade 3s, we drop the Y, we throw it out, and replace it with IE, and then only do we add an S. For instance, the word pony. Notice that doesn't end in EY, it just ends in a Y at the end. And one pony, many ponies. So the Y just disappeared, and IE came in, kicked the Y out, and then brought in the S to join. The next one, lady. There's a picture of a lady, but there are a whole lot of ladies. So what happens? IE kicks the Y out, brings in the S, and we get ladies as a plural. Okay, let's see if we can apply these rules now. When we make a words ending in Y plural, we drop the Y, replace it with IE, and add an S. Like Daisy, ends in a Y. The Y disappears, IE comes in, and adds an S. Baby, babies. Right, and let's try these words now. And remember these rules. Words ending in EY, we just add an S, and words ending in I, we change the I for IE and add an S at the end. Family, families. Turkey, EY, just gets an S, turkeys. Fly, flies. Bunny, bunnies. Look at the rules being applied. Ruby, what happens to this one? Yes, the Y disappears, and the IE comes in, kicks the Y out, and adds an S. Jersey is an EY, so it just gets an S. We don't kick that Y out. Journey is the same thing. EY, it gets an S. Valley is the same. It just gets an S. Right. Now we're going to look at words that end in F, grade 3. When we make words ending in the letter F plural, the F changes to a V, and then we add ES. For instance, here we have one loaf of bread, LOAF, ends in F. But now we've got two. We don't call it two loaves, do we? No, we call it two loaves. So do you notice that the F took a little jump and off it went? The V came in, took its place, and then brought in the ES to join the V. Let's give another example. Let me see if you can now spell this one. Right, one leaf. We don't call a whole bunch of leaves, do we? No. What do we call? One leaf is a leaf, L-E-A-F, but then it's leaves. And there is no more is there the little F sitting there. The V has come in to take its place. Okay, now we're going to try and apply that rule of changing an F to a V and then adding ES to these words. You'd remember the rule. There it is. Right, elf. What happens? It's a word ending in F. It becomes elves. Wife. What does the V do to the F? Kicks the F out and adds ES. Wives. Calf. Calves. Knife. Knives. Scarf. We don't wear scarves, do we? We wear scarves. Well done. And then the wolf. One little wolf and lots of wolves. Great. Now, our irregular plurals. Now remember, grade 3, as I said, these were plurals that actually have their own rules. They just don't listen to the other rules. And we've got quite a lot of those in English, and they're quite interesting. So irregular plurals are words that change their spelling in other ways. when they become plurals from singular to plural, not by adding an S or ES. Okay, there's a picture of a man. Right, one man, but many men. Okay, we don't say mans. Well, when the little kids, when they start to talk, they do call them mans. There's lots of mans over there. Because they just think if I add an S to a word, it makes a plural, but then they suddenly learn differently. A mouse, a little singular mouse. But what about a whole lot of mouses? Is it mouses? No, it's mice. Okay, let's have some fun now, making these irregular words into plurals. Remember the rule. Irregular plurals, they're not the everyday ones, or words that change their spelling in other ways, not by adding an S or ES. So, one child can't be childs, can it? It becomes children. 1 foot, not many foots, no. Many feet or 2 feet. 1 sheep, a herd of sheeps, no. Many sheep. It just stays the same. I mean, why? I don't know, but it just does. 1 ox, which is a boy cow. We don't say oxes. 2 oxen. 1 tooth. How many tooths have you got in your mouth? Oh, sorry, it's not tooth, it's teeth. And how many of you say, pass me the dice? What is it? See here. Aha. 1 die. Many dice. Dice is the plural, but I purposely put dice in the front there because I myself often say, give me a dice, I want to play with the dice, but it's 1 die and many dice. 1 woman, many women, or women we should say really. 1 goose, many gooses, no, many geese. And grade 3, that is the end of your language lesson. Remember, there is a worksheet that you can do to practice your plural words, and then you can even mark them with the memo page, which has got the answers on. So I'm wishing you a lovely rest of the day. I hope you're feeling peaceful at home and that you're well and happy. And until next time, it's bye from me.